Let me in! Time is still ticking down ever so slowly.
This is the longest 3 minutes of our lives.
Exactly.
As you can tell, he's rather excited. So,
30 seconds left.
Luke, this is the last 30 seconds you have to live without having experienced God of War Ragnarok. What are your emotions rushing through you right now in these last 20 seconds?
Excited!
That's one way of summarising it.
I'm excited!
He is very much excited.
15? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
It's like those 30 seconds from earlier have halved. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He can play it! And as you can tell, he's rather fucking excited.
Go! Woo!
God of War Ragnarok being booted up for quite possibly one of the earliest times in the UK. You were one of the first players for this game. My gosh, you can tell from him quivering from excitement just what he's feeling right now, the immensity of it. As you can tell from the compilation of those two short videos, we have successfully concluded upon the countdown to God of War Ragnarok, which means the game is officially out. Today is launch day of all things, so I have to go to game and pick up my controller. I'm not going to be recording all too much for this vlog style portion of the video, so I'll pretty much just see you at Lincoln City Centre already. But first things first, I've got to make my way down the High Street with that glorious cathedral back there in the background. As you can tell, things are getting a lot more busy and crowded, and more importantly yet, much more loud, which is the clear proof that we need that after having continued down the straight line down the High Street, we are clearly approaching the Lincoln City Centre. Time for me to be headed over the train tracks, and today seems to be a miracle because for once here in the UK we have a great amount of sun, and that's evident by the shadows currently being cast by me as I walk over the railway, mind you. Final thing I wanted to show you before approaching game was this awesome little market-esque area in the centre of Lincoln. It's very Christmas inspired, but more importantly yet, we have Thors, which is appropriate given the theme at hand because Thor is a foe that you face in God of War Ragnarok. I cannot wait for that fight, so now I think it's time to stop suppressing my excitement and get into game. At long last, we finally made it to game. Let's go inside and check out what they got. So immediately what we have is this cardboard pop-out display piece for God of War Ragnarok with obviously PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 special editions displayed down there, but more importantly is the display showcasing that the game is out now. But the only important part to this display for me is what's at the very bottom. The controller is what I'm here for. As you can tell from the desk as well as the PlayStation 5 in the background and the God of War Ragnarok poster displayed on the TV, I have returned home, but I have not done so empty-handed because right here is my prize. The God of War DualSense 5 PlayStation controller. I'm really looking forward to getting to see this up close and personal because I'm sure this box really doesn't do it justice, or at least the display of the controller, mind you. So it is obviously limited edition DualSense, which is awesome. It's pretty much the main reason why I picked it up for limited editionness behind it, and the fact that it's God of War Ragnarok. I'm really looking forward to playing this game actually. But on either side we have silhouettes of both Kratos as well as Atreus, and then on the back it's obviously displays all the features, how it heightens your senses to see a controller, and it's absolutely correct. That's what it does based on just how good the controller is. But we're going to get down to the nitty gritty after this is open on up. I just want to show you the box before we did so because it's nice. It's very God of War themed, especially with the symbology behind the two animals back here. So it's really cool. And without further ado, let's get this open and see what we're working with here. And so here we are up close and personal with the controller, and it is looking glorious. Obviously the touchpad has its very own design, and the blue isn't as dark as I was expecting it to be, but the lighter colours just contrast each other nicely, and it makes for a really strong design. You could go as far to say, obviously the inner shell here is white and the outer shell is blue, but those are the iconic colours behind God of War Ragnarok in and of itself. And on the back we even have the logo as well as all of your obvious information, such as the fact that this is not really a binnable item, not that I dare throw such a magnificent piece of tech in the bin. And then obviously we have the Sony logo. You can't have a Sony product without such a thing. That would be a disgrace. And for bumpers and the triggers, those there alone are what heighten your senses. And then you have all of the other bells and whistles to make these controllers awesome, because just like your bog standard PS5 controller, you have your adaptive triggers, which is really good, especially when you're using weapons in gameplay, because you really feel for resistance behind that weapon. That's what heightens your senses. You're granted even greater immersion in the game you're currently playing, because you feel the weaponry in your hands. The controller is also a nice weight, it's very comfortable, and obviously the buttons function very well with it being brand new out of the box and all that as your joysticks, but the buttons just, as you heard right there, they have a real click to them, so you definitely feel the feedback from the buttons. It's very important when you're playing games to just truly feel the buttons, otherwise you're not getting that reaction from it. And I am pressing the home button when it's not yet synced up to my PlayStation 5. That's rather daft of me, but say, a very nice controller indeed. And I would love to be booting up and playing Ragnarok right now, but I have started my replay of the first one, which I'm yet to have completed. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to boot the PlayStation 5 up, and we're going to finish my playthrough of the first game utilising this controller. So we are going to have about 5 or so minutes of that gameplay. And would you look at that, my TV is turned dull because it's gotten bored of all this talk, and so let's get into the God of War gameplay without further ado. After having themed the entire video so far around God of War Ragnarok, it feels weird to be returning back to the 2018 version. Without further ado, we're going to be continuing on here, and our current objective is to reach the peak of the mountain. So as soon as we make it there, we are going to be ending off the video here, but as you can tell, I have a whole lot more of this first game to replay through before I move along. You could go as far to say to God of War Ragnarok. I wanted to say something else then, but sometimes this is just one of those moments where sometimes, emphasis on the sometimes part, but you've really got to think before you speak. You're halfway through saying something and then you think to yourself, my golly gosh, that would be a stupid thing to say, so you stop saying it in that moment. It doesn't make the commentary any less awkward, but here we are. This game is amazing.
Tunnel boy.
Got it. Be careful.
Yeah, that's the plan there, Atreus. So me and Luke have been, well, I should say Luke specifically, as you can tell from the countdown, got straight into Ragnarok, and I was impressed by the graphics on the main menu alone, especially based on the fact that his TV is so damn old, and the fact that the game was able to look that good on a TV that crap really goes to show the attention to detail they put into this game, just for effort, and the amazingness behind it. I say this game like this is Ragnarok. This is very clearly not Ragnarok, but I'm pumped to play Ragnarok. Okay, so Atreus is off doing his thing. I have no idea what I'm doing personally. I just know that we have an objective an entire 895 meters away. But already, this is my first 5 seconds having loaded in with my new Ragnarok controller, and this is magnificent. PlayStation 4 games even are elevated by the use of the PlayStation 5 controller because it's bulkier, bigger buttons, it feels nice from one's hand. I probably need to run past the fire by timing it, don't I? The only reason why we've sent Atreus there is so that he could avoid the traps entirely, keep safe. He's our son, we gotta keep him safe and all that. That's the objective anyway, and I got myself on fire. That's what we have healing for. Yeah, baby. Okay, there's even a chest. Oh, I wanted that. Oh, get back. Or better yet, run straight through it. What could possibly go wrong? There seems to be hack silver there. We'll take it. That's a shit ton of hack silver. I managed to get hit by that. That was all part of the plan. So let's get into cover. That's also part of the plan. You say, going back to how this controller for PlayStation 5 makes the PlayStation 4 all the more better. It's not just for size and the comfort of the controller, but also they really fleshed out rumbles in this. Rumbles feel a lot nicer here, which again is another thing that adds to the immersion when playing with a PlayStation 5 controller, mind you. They were talking about heightened sensors on the box, and it really does live up to its advertisements there, as advertised, you'd go as far to saying. I assume I don't need to pull this whilst they're trying to breathe down fire upon me. That would be rather daft, wouldn't it? Just standing there, taking it, though I'm Kratos, I could take it like a champ, no doubt. This is hard difficulty, by the way. So prepare for failure, no doubt, because when it comes to me and harder difficulties, failure is inevitable. About as inevitable as fast, apparently. So let's get pushing it. Yeah, mighty strength. Boom! That's what the crate gets for looking at me funny. It's as satisfactory destroying shifting scout as this is, and I can swear here because this is a Peggy 18. Then again, I was going to swear regardless. The game could be Peggy 3 with lots of colours, sunshine and rainbows. I would still swear. That's just who I am. Ooh, don't mind if we do.
Able to see the lake, the world serpent. Our
We even
house.
have all of the 3D audio in the headset, so when Atreus is to my right, I hear him in my right ear, and then now I hear him in the left. Well, if you're speaking, that is. Unfortunately, I can't strike him down.
I'm fine. Just lost my balance for a moment. You know.
Well, that can't
for someone so
possibly be
strong,
good.
I sure worry a lot.
It serves me well, and how I keep us alive.
I guess. Not a terribly fun way to live, though.
Yeah, sometimes I do just have to shut up and let the relationship play out because the main appeal behind this game is the relationship between Atreus and Kratos. It's just so compelling. We might not make a little way to peek him in. I am only interested in showing base gameplay. Oh, watch out. Yeah, I've got to be careful here because that's what the harder difficulties call for, I'm afraid. Boom! Okay, let's bring in some relics. Got him! That was a lot of damage right there. Oh boy, not Atreus, you leave my boy alone! Okay, so now he's frozen. Let's bring in our punch and attacks. Oh, or not. Okay, he's right in front of us, so luckily when the axe returns we can bring it round his backside, increase extra stunnage damage, and then, oh, Atreus can do that also. Okay, let's bring that back and finish him off with some axe swings. We're about there, actually. Boom. There you go, eh? Yeah, a lot of this is just dodging and praying, to be perfectly honest. Oh. Hey, whatever happened to you guys leaving him alone? Or not? Okay, this is what we have Spartan Rage for. When in doubt, just bring in Spartan Rage. Not only is it really overpowered for dealing damage, but every attack you land heals you up also, which is rather convenient. Yeah, get him all pounded like, and now I need this healing again, just to make a change, because I never need healing. That's definitely not sarcasm in its finest form right now. Okay, surely I have my R2 rune by now. Boom! Get him! Oh, shit, watch out. And watch out for that. I meant to shield that, but apparently the game said no. Luckily, I never claimed to be good at this game. So this is a little less embarrassing for me. Let's restart the checkpoint. It's also very hard to play and commentate all at the same time to be perfectly square with all of you. I could be triangle, but where's the fun in that? Being triangle is not nearly as cool as being square. Okay, here we go. Just keep my distance. When in doubt, just use projectiles. Drobot is overpowered in Skardas for a reason. We need to initiate the Drobot protocol, which is just use every projectile under the sun. Smash the same thing over and over again because it works. It's efficient. If it ain't broke, don't fix it and all that. Okay, we really need to take out that projectile dude. At the moment, I'm a bit busy trying not to die from these other dudes. Okay, let's use some arrows. Arrows seem good. Oh, boom! Finish him off. Yeah, baby. Now we got more fire dudes. Not my favourite dudes to deal with because they're using full projectile attacks. Okay, here we are. Oh, bring out the rune attack again. There you are. Those were the buttons I meant to push. Boom, boom, and we shake room. There you go. Oh, shit. I was going to do one of the charge up attacks with the R2 button, but clearly that was asking too much. And now we bring out Spartan Rage again, because clearly I didn't have enough of that last time round. Boom. Yeah, we're going to hit him some more. Okay, deactivate Spartan Rage, and then we can finish off that guy from up there. With one fell swing of the axe. My swing, I mean lob.
This will get off?
No, we are stuck.
Oh boy, that is truly tragic. So, what do I need to smash now?
Whoa. Can you get it free?
I'm sure we're about to find out. Smashing, pushing, just point is, strength in this game always seems to be the answer. Boom. Yes, boom. Boom is correct.
How much farther do we have to go?
I do not know.
Think we'll get attacked again?
Definitely.
Oh boy.
Oh, thanks for your optimism there, Kratos.
Ready.
Well, no point in sugarcoating it. Truth is always quicker, kid. Oh boy, now we gotta run. Try to get hit much less, that's the plan. Oh shit, I've missed projectile entirely then. Hey, stop hitting me. It's so rude, old chap. And now I'm on fire. Not in a good way. I'm about to die from fire alone. Okay, where's healing crystals when you need them is the question. Okay, I've got to boo out the way now. Ah! Well, we have the healing crystal. The problem is actually getting to it without dying beforehand. Oh, and of course it's a big dude. Why wouldn't it be a big dude? Haha, sucker. Oh, apparently I'm the sucker. I spoke too soon. Okay, we are going to call it here before I wind up embarrassing myself further, but you guys got a hint and the taster of the game. On harder difficulties, it really does demand your strategy, and one of the most cleverest parts of the game are some of the combinations you can string together with returning the axe from the backs of enemies. You saw a glimpse of that earlier, routing the axe's path back to my hand, but I'll show you clips now of those combos working more in my favour, but that being said and done, this here clip is going to come to an end. So I've now jumped into the post-game, and this was the sort of gameplay I was alluding to, so we're going to let this play out as my intro is rolled right on top of it. With that being said and done, this video is coming to an end, and I want to thank you all so much for watching. By merely clicking on this video, you've shown support and helped it garner recognition so it can reach many of the viewers here on YouTube. I'd love to see you take the extra step and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Also be sure to comment below and push that subscribe button whilst you're down there. By clicking elsewhere on screen, you can either check out a video that's specifically picked out for you, or you can check out the rest of the playlist for a series you just watched. Before ending off, I'd like to thank all of my Blazing Knights and Scorching Dragons whose support help make these videos possible. I'll be seeing you in the next video, and until that moment arises, peace!